Here's the first play right here. That's the first touchdown that put the Vikings up 7-0. And Asiata for the touchdown that puts the Vikings up 14-0. I'm in San Antonio right now, so we didn't get a chance to watch the game. However, I'm watching on the NFL Network, just on my laptop, kind of watching what I can, just the highlights. Whenever a touchdown or turnover is, presents itself, then I get to watch it on here. So basically, our defense just collapsed. Our offense seems to not be getting anywhere. Osweiler's having a lot of trouble with that pass rush. Anthony Barr is doing a really good job, like I predicted in my 8-week video. And the offense just seems to be gelling together, and we do not have an answer now. This one right here, this play, which I'm about to show you. And here's the punt right here that Minnesota was able to return. So this was a secondary issue. Yep, nice break up the middle. Yep. So just to kind of clarify everything up, it's the end of the first half. We're down 24-6. Still got an opportunity to come back. Managed to kick 2 field goals. Osweiler 7 for 20 for 54 yards. No touchdowns, obviously. Rushing is Levon Miller, 7 carries on 19 yards. Longest was 4. Receiving, Ferkowitz, 2 receptions, 24 yards. Griffin, 2 receptions, 8 yards. And Miller also, Braxton Miller, 1 reception for 12 yards. So DeAndre Hopkins has not had an opportunity to catch the ball today, and either did Jalen Strong. So I'm wondering what the hell is going on the offense side of the ball. I'm going to have to go back to watch the game because, again, I'm in San Antonio for a bachelor's party, and I won't be back till later on today. If you look at the stats for Minnesota, Sam Bradford, 13 for 18, 157 yards, and a touchdown. You rushing, you got McKinnon, 12 carries for 29 yards. You got Asante, 5 carries for 10 yards, but he's got a touchdown. So that's all that matters, right? Receiving, you got Tanian, 3 receptions, 66 yards, and his longest was 36-yard touchdown catch. Then you got Cordell Patterson, 3 receptions for 30 yards. Not really too much effective in this game, but effective enough to move the chains. Then you got Jay Wright, 3 receptions, 25 yards. His largest was 11. So if you look at the team stats right here, first downs, 5 for Texans, 3 for Minnesota. Total yardage, 187 for Minnesota, 67. Rushing yards, 46-19 in favor of Minnesota. Penalties, we got 3, they got 5. Turnovers, both 0. We got 3 points, they got 2. Time of possession, they're absolutely killing us with 19 minutes and 45 seconds. So obviously, in the first 32 minutes, they pretty much occupied 20 minutes of that. So that's, if you got the Texans offense on the field, it means we're averaging maybe 3.5 minutes a drive, and they're averaging 10 minutes a drive. That's not good. We've got to figure out some way to get the offense gelling. Novak had a 60-yard field goal. He had a 28-yarder earlier in the game, so we got to be able to get to the end zone. 6 points is fine, but we need to get in the end zone. We need to get some touchdowns if we're going to come back and win this game. So I'll give you guys an update later on. Till then, I'm signing out. Keep this video short and simple. We lose 31-13. I just got back from my bachelor's. My homeboy's getting married. We had a bachelor party this weekend, so unfortunately I didn't get to watch the game. All right. I just watched some of the highlights from the touchdowns that the Minnesota Vikings scored, like I said, off of a 1-yard run with the Asani, or however you say his name, and then another punt return, and then a 37-yard touchdown from Sam Bradford to, I can't think of his name, like Dehaney or so. I can't think of that guy's name. But anyways, the second half, they really didn't let off the foot. I mean, they managed to get one more touchdown. The Texans managed to get a touchdown to DeAndre Hopkins in garbage time. So it really didn't matter. This hate week, to be honest with you, I kind of knew we were going to lose. There's no reason to hate or be mad or be upset. It's any given Sunday. You're supposed to be prepared for any team you play. But then again, the Texans do really bad against good quality teams. The New Englands, the Pittsburghs, the Baltimore, stuff like that, against top tier teams. Brock Osweiler had a horrible game. In fact, he threw for 25 yards going into the mid-second. Finished the half with 74 yards. I think he finished the game with 170 something. I mean, it was disgusting. Brock Osweiler definitely needs a lot of work if he's gonna be the starting quarterback or the future of this franchise. You know, it just kind of sucks knowing you threw 4 years at him and you don't know if this experiment's gonna work or not. It's kind of you went all in blind pre-flop, hoping that you have an ace king or ace jack or suited pair, suited connector, or something like that, you know. And the play calling was atrocious from my understanding. From what I saw, the defense just really fell apart. Offense really wasn't moving the ball. They said the offense kept going in 3 and outs, 3 and outs, 3 and outs. I know the Vikings dominated time of possession. I think in 32 minutes in the first half, they had the ball for like 22 minutes. It was 19 minutes, 45 seconds. So they, obviously, if you rule time of possession, that means that we're not getting the ball long enough to be able to get anything going. So you got to give hats off to the Minnesota Vikings. They're playing phenomenal football. They're number 1 in the NFC for a reason, because the Eagles just lost today to Detroit. That was a trap game written all over it. And I just knew the whole week we weren't going to win. You know, you get this feeling sometimes when you're playing against a team coming up, you're like, man, this is probably going to be a trap game here. And little did I mean, this wasn't a trap game much for us because, you know, Minnesota's not a bad team, but I felt like it was more like the confidence going in, because I know how well Minnesota plays, and now they're 4-0 against us all the time. So I want to give a shout out to the only video maker I know of. His name's Stario. Stario, brother, nothing but respect for you. Good luck to your Minnesota Vikings the rest of the way. And you're watching this video, man. Much love, much respect for you and your team, and good luck to you the rest of the way. As for Texans Nation, you know, don't give up. You know, 3-2, we're still pretty good. I know Tennessee won today, so now they're like 2-3, and I think the Colts won, so now they're 2-3. So it leaves that window kind of open still for the AFC South. And I kept telling AFC South video makers, they kept saying, "Oh, Texans are going to run away with this at 3-1, and we're 1-3." No, we're not. This division is up for grabs. Anybody can win this division. I mean, real talk. Anybody can win this division. You got Jacksonville at 2-3. You got the Titans and the damn Colts at 2-3. You got the Texans at 3-2. This division is wide the fuck open. It's nobody's running away with it this year. I mean, I wouldn't even be surprised if somebody came out of that division 9-7. That's how competitive the AFC South is. So there's really not much to say. Minnesota didn't have Adrian Peterson, didn't have Bridgewater, and it doesn't matter. They all around, the Vikings just got a complete team. And I honestly think if they keep playing as well as they do, assuming there's no serious injuries to any of their star players, I think this team has potential to finish number 1 in the NFC. Because that's how, like, really good they're playing right now. At 5-0, they're playing beast mode. I really have nothing bad to say other than the fact the play calling was atrocious, and the fact that Brock Osweiler just needs a lot of work. He needs a lot of work if he's going to want to be the future franchise quarterback of this team. No reason to be mad. I just got back from a bachelor's party. I don't want to be mad because I'm in a good mood today. So I'm not going to let this loss ruin me. Like I said, 3-2. You still got plenty of time going down the way. But again, shout out to Stario. Did your thing. I'm going to go ahead and head in the gym now. And I just wanted to go ahead and give my crows up.